Hey guys, I'm gonna get back here for them video, guys. We have the Madden 21's defensive abilities, the X factors in Madden 21, guys. So these are kind of gonna be a little bit weirder because a lot of these players, a lot of these abilities we've already seen. Obviously on the offensive side of the field, you know, we saw new abilities we've never seen before. A lot of these we've seen before on defense, but we're gonna start off with Aaron Donald, Calais Campbell. We have Cameron Jordan. We have Chandler Jones, Chris Jones, and finally Donnell Hunter. Those actually, wait, and we have three more, my bad. DeMarcus Lawrence, Flexor Cox, and J.J. Watt. Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Myles Garrett. Going down, we have Nick Bosa and T.J. Watt. So we have a lot of more players to look at. Obviously, being pretty much, yeah, so everything defensive line wise. Actually, no, linebacker too. So I guess our next release is going to be probably middle linebacker, left side linebacker, cornerbacks, and safeties, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, though, we have blitz, we have field monger, we have momentum shift. So a lot of these we've already seen before. I don't know if we've seen relentless. I don't remember relentless in last year's game. Unstoppable force, I do remember, but not relentless. So we're going to take a look at what that actually might be. So Aaron Donald leads us off for the defensive alignment. We have, of course, he has blitz, which blitz goes ahead and on-field blockers have their resistant bars wiped. Okay, so interesting. 2 defensive line sacks, 1 down played. Oh wow, that's real. So pretty much you get this for 1 play. That's all it is, because after 1 down played, this goes away. So okay, kind of interesting. So it's only wiped for 1 play, which it makes sense because it would be too OP if it was wiped every single play every time he was on the field. But again, Lamar still OP, which I asked you guys on my community tab, and you guys said a very astonishing 60 votes. 63% of you guys said, hey, he's OP. So definitely a lot of you guys are thinking that Lamar Jackson is OP with his ability of never fumbling the ball pretty much after he gets 5 1-yard runs. Block shedding becomes more effective versus run plays, and run stopper 2 tackles for a loss triggers it, and 30 yards offensive yards allowed stops it from happening. So I'm guessing that means once he enters the zone, if you allow 30 offensive yards, then he's going to go ahead and continuously, well, he's going to be knocked out of it. So kind of interesting, not really that bad at all. Definitely a cool ability. Next one we have here is going to go ahead and be Mr. Chandler. Actually, yeah, Chandler. Oh, wait, we just looked at. Wait, hang on, timeout. I did this yesterday. Let me refresh this real fast. Let me make sure, because I think, yeah, we just looked at what's his name, Donnell Hunter, right? Yeah. Oh no, we did not. All right, whatever. Oh, we looked at run stopper. Okay. Yeah, these just changed up on me. All right, whatever. We'll go ahead and continue. We have unstoppable force on Mr. Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan, unstoppable force is going to go ahead and pass rush wins lead to quicker block shedding. 2 defensive line sacks, 10 offensive yards allowed. We have field monger on Mr. Chandler Jones, which that's going to go ahead and give us, let's see, chance to pressure quarterback while engaged with a blocker. 2 defensive line sacks and 20 offensive yards allowed. Next, what we have here is going to be Chris Jones coming in at a momentum shift. Now, let's see what the momentum shift is going to give us. This is going to give us on-field opponents have zone progress wiped. Wow. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh guys, that's actually really good. 3 hit stick tackles or 2 defensive line sacks, 1 down played. So again, like the run stopper, 1 down played, and it goes bye-bye. But still very awesome. Definitely a very awesome ability. Donnell Hunter comes in next with unstoppable force. Unstoppable force going to go ahead and give us pass rush wins, leads to quicker block shedding, 2 defensive sacks, and 10 yards allowed. I think we already looked. Yeah, we already looked at that with Cam Jordan. We have DeMarcus Lawrence with the same exact ability in Unstoppable Force. We have Flexor Cox, who has Fearmongerer, which of course is going to go ahead and be the same thing as Chandler Jones. Next one we have is going to be Relentless. Now this is going to be on G.O.A.T. We'll see what he actually goes ahead and gives us. So he's going to give us rush moves no longer cost points. Okay, and 1 sack or tackle for loss activates it. 20 offensive yards allowed. Interesting. And then we have Unstoppable Force on Joey Bosa. We have, of course, Joey Bosa. We have, of course, Khalil Mack with Unstoppable Force, and Unstoppable Force with Myles Garrett, and finally Nick Bosa with Mr. Relentless. And then we have Unstoppable Force with TJ Watt. So overall, just an overall summary of all these guys is offensively, we saw a lot more newer abilities, I want to say. Oh, obviously we have Lamar Jackson with his ability, and then we have a couple other new abilities. Defense, not really. Defense was really just cut and dry, same exact thing. And I think a lot of times, now I'm not trying to completely make this video negative toward EA, but a lot of times with EA is, and we know this last year, we've seen this every year, is they copy and paste the same stuff repeatedly every single year. Like, let's say promos all the year long, they're copy and paste the same promos. What they just try to do with Maddens is whenever a new Madden comes out, they copy and paste from the old Madden, and then they add 1, 2, 3 new things and say, hey, brand new game, go spend $60. And I think that's what honestly they're doing right now with this, is they're going to do the same concept. You know, we're going to have the same abilities we had last year, same X factors, except, you know, add 1, 2, Lamar Jackson has a new ability, we can't fumble. Bam, that's a complete new game. So it does suck, but this is kind of, if you guys have been playing Madden, you guys have been playing Madden for a long time, you guys know this is just how it works. This is how the Madden, you know, game functions. So this is nothing new, but it is kind of sucks to see, like, you know, like oh wow, what's new? And it's like, oh, what's new is nothing. All right, but again, guys, rant aside, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions of this. Do you like these new, or do you like these abilities? Obviously, on players like Nick Bosa last year wasn't an X factor. He is this year. I think all these other guys were, though. I literally think Donald obviously was an X factor last year, but I don't think any of these other guys are new. Maybe TJ Watt. I don't know that. And TJ Watt's been good for a decent amount of time now, so he might be new. I don't know for a fact. But other than that, yeah, I mean, everyone else is like the same. Guys, thanks so much for watching. See you guys next one. Peace out.